Good morning, everybody. This is John Matthew with Red8. I'm the Director of Cloud and Automation here at Red8, and we like to put out some really cool features for our customers. Today, I'd like to introduce you to something we're calling RAD, R-A-D-D, the Red8 Active Directory Dashboard, which you see here on the screen. So what is RAD, and what is it trying to solve? It's basically trying to give you a warm and fuzzy around your Active Directory environment for on-premise Active Directory. Even though we're using the cloud for reporting, we don't report on our cloud connector. We're reporting strictly on our on-premise Active Directory. Active Directory environments can range anywhere from 2 to 50 servers globally, and keeping track of that from a monitoring and best practices perspective can be very difficult or time-consuming. So what we've put together is a solution with Microsoft's help to give you a quick interface on your dashboard in Azure to see what's going on. Now, this dashboard doesn't require any Azure experience. We set this all up for you, but it does give you a very quick summary of what's going on. So what's included with the Rad Dashboards? So out of the gate, you get a best practices from Microsoft regarding security, availability, performance upgrades, and monitoring, and I'll click in those in just a minute. So in the best practices health check solution from Microsoft, it gives you a very robust analysis of your environment, and it gives you a series of checks that are activated every week to make sure your environment is up to the best practices directly from Microsoft. So in this case, you can see the security and compliance has 17 checks that have gone reviewed of your environment. Now in our lab environment here, we have 2 domain controllers to show off, but this would go and access all of your domain controllers with an agent and give you a health check on security and compliance. The same is true for all of these categories: availability and business continuity, performance, upgrade, and operations monitoring. Under the availability and business continuity, you have 74 checks that have gone on. And again, if you click into these, you get a very, very detailed environment of what's going on. Now, this is a very common problem in this case in our lab, which a lot of people, they'll go and they'll add a subnet to their network, depending on the size of their environment, and they will add a subnet, and typically you want to tell Microsoft's Active Directory about that so that you don't have any login delays, right? We won't go into solving that right now, but you get the idea here, as well as some other areas. You've got a replication status check. Is my Active Directory replicating? Now, this is not Azure's AD connector. This is strictly internally to your environment. So let's take a look at the last 31 days, and we can see, oh my gosh, my environment has had some issues. So if I click on these, I can see when. These are literally out of the event logs from your domain controllers. I can literally see when those occurred. Very handy, very right in front of your face, ready to go, easy to diagnose. The other beauty of this is you get some added benefits. You get change tracking. Were there any changes made in my domain controllers? Were services turned on? Was software installed? As well as what's called the service map. Now, this is pretty straightforward. This comes from their application environment, but you can basically see who's connecting to my domain controllers, right? What servers are connecting. Again, this could help you with some very, it gives you a very quick intro or a quick visibility into what's happening in your environment. Again, very straightforward, very simple. The last thing I'll bring up is the system update assessment, right? We all probably run some version of Windows Update, either that's through WSUS or some third-party product. But here again, right, a very quick, now on the domain controller specifically, this is my entire environment, it tells you what I'm looking at. How am I doing, right? Do I need some security updates? Do I need Windows Defender updates, some driver updates, or update roll-ups, right? Very quick dashboard built into the Rad dashboard here. So this is the basic Rad dashboard from Red8, right? This gives you a very quick, informative dashboard of your environment and how it's doing. We have additional things we can add here, we can add DNS bad actor lookups. We can add event log error tracking. So if you have no monitoring of your environment, we can quickly add this with the Azure agents. So all of this is brought to you from Red 8. And the only thing you really need is a Azure subscription, preferably through Red 8, and our engagement to get this started. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you.